When you think of physiotherapy, you probably picture stretchy bands and those photocopied exercise sheets, right? Well, get ready to have that image completely updated. Today, we're diving into 3 tech revolutions that are totally reshaping how we recover, and it all starts with the problem I think many of us know way too well. So let me ask you this. Have you ever been in pain? Maybe your doctor refers you for physio, only to find out the next appointment is weeks, or maybe even months away? Yeah, it's a super common and super frustrating experience. And that really gets to the heart of the problem with the old way of doing things. It's so often bogged down by these crazy long waits and, let's be honest, one-size-fits-all exercise plans that don't always feel like they were made for you. But all of that is starting to change thanks to our first big innovation. So revolution number 1 is all about artificial intelligence. And no, we're not talking about some sci-fi robot taking over. We're talking about building a smarter, faster system that can tackle those wait lists head-on and get care to everyone who needs it. And this is already happening. Check this out. In the UK, the National Health Service actually piloted an AI-powered physio clinic. It was from a company called Flock Health, and they focused specifically on patients with back pain to see if AI could speed the whole process up. So, what happened? The results were pretty staggering. The AI clinic cut patient waiting times in half, a 50% reduction. For anyone who's living with chronic pain, that's not just a statistic. That is a total game changer. And this isn't just a one-off thing in the public sector. Tech startups are all over this. Companies like Hinge Health and Sword Health are using AI to take care of all the routine, administrative stuff that usually bogs clinicians down, which means they can manage patients way more efficiently. And get this, by automating all that routine work, these platforms let a single therapist handle up to 3 times the number of patients. 3x! See, AI isn't replacing the human expert here. It's basically giving them a superpower. Okay, so AI is making the whole system smarter. But what about the actual physical work of getting better? Well, our second revolution brings in the robots. And again, not to replace people, but to work right alongside them, helping rebuild the body one step at a time. Now, when we say rehabilitation robotics, we're talking about some really amazing tech. Think powered exoskeletons that help someone stand and walk, or robotic arms that can gently guide a patient's limb through a perfect therapeutic motion. These are becoming absolutely crucial tools, especially for recovery after something like a stroke. What's so wild is the sheer range of this technology. On one end of the spectrum, you have Wandercraft's Eve exoskeleton, which is designed to help paralyzed patients actually walk in their own homes. Then, on the complete other end, you've got mobile 3D biomechanics labs giving pro athletes real-time data right on the field. So from restoring the most basic movement to fine-tuning elite performance, robots are covering it all. All right, on to our third and final revolution. We've talked about making the system faster with AI and the body stronger with robots, but what about the actual experience for the patient? This is where Rehab steps into a brand new, totally immersive reality. You can kind of think of this in 3 layers. First, you immerse the patient using virtual reality, turning those repetitive, sometimes boring exercises into really engaging games. Next, you augment their real world. This is where AR glasses project visual cues onto the floor to help someone with Parkinson's overcome gait freezing. And finally, you measure everything. Wearables and even your webcam can now give incredibly precise, real-time feedback on how well you're moving. What this means is we can now get data from a simple webcam at home that's as accurate as what you used to need a super expensive high-tech motion capture lab for. It's basically putting pro-level recovery data into everyone's hands. So what happens when you put it all together? You combine that AI efficiency, the robotic strength, and these incredible immersive experiences, well, you get a whole new era of physiotherapy. It really just breaks down like this. AI gives us faster access and makes clinicians more efficient. Robotics offers amazing mobility support. And all the immersive tech, the VR, the AR, the wearables, it makes rehab engaging, personal, and packed with useful data. So the big takeaway here is that physical recovery is changing in a fundamental way. It's becoming way more personalized to you, it's driven by real data, and it's more accessible than ever before because it's finally moving beyond the 4 walls of the clinic. And that leaves us with a really exciting final thought. If technology can bring this level of personalized, data-driven care to physiotherapy, just imagine the possibilities for the rest of healthcare. What's next? That's the question we should all be excited to see answered.